Good morning. So excited. Season 2, we are back. We're going to be doing things different a little bit, but I'll explain as soon as my co-host joins. You may hear more pitter-patters. I've got Jack running amok around the house. Good morning, good morning. For those that don't know, Jack is my mama's pit bull. Okay, here we go. Going to invite Yessie, the co-hostess with the mostest. We will need to the latest. I can't read. It says Yessie, you need to update the latest version of Instagram to join. Is what it's telling me. See if maybe you can send it. But it threw a fit when I tried inviting you. Good morning, Oso Malo. What's up, Carlos? I'm assuming that's what the letters are. What up, Cardi? Good morning, Smitty. Good morning, Red. Let's see. So, what to talk about in the meantime? Okay, here we go. I think maybe it went through. Did it work? I hit accept. Let her in. What up, Gonga? Okay.
What's
Hey.
up?
Good morning.
I can't use my tablet anymore, it seems like.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta
That
figure that one
sucks.
out.
I was thinking of streaming it. It
It
said
is
that I had to
updated. I
update it.
double checked
Good morning,
beforehand.
Manhattress, Purely Ghosty, and Trash. Good morning. Okay, so I think the same thing happened this morning when I was trying to use the iPad, so that sucks. But anyways, good morning.
Happy New
Welcome
Year,
back, everybody.
everybody.
Season 2. Happy New Year. Yes. All that exciting stuff. Merry Christmas. So, we haven't really had a chance to talk about it. It's been a bit crazy for me over here, and I know it's been super busy for you. You had a little mini vacation. I guess we could talk a little bit about everything. Good morning, Skidoots, before we get into the nitty-gritty. So,
I'm Purple, and this is Priscilla. And
us.
we are going to be switching things up a little bit this go around.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm going to be introducing a different side to it all, which is the collecting side. I'm going to, I don't even know how to say it.
Keep us in anticipation. Oh my gosh,
I'm going to be reaching out to artists if you would like to, not artists, collectors. If you would like to participate, please hit me up. I am looking for your collection. I want you to showcase your collections. I want to know what got you into collecting. The biggest piece that you have, the most expensive, the one that you fought the hardest for. All of that good stuff. I want it. I want the juicy. I want the nitty gritty.
Yes.
And
yes, so if
our
you
first guest is already lined up for next Sunday.
Yes, super excited. Are we going to be announcing it, I guess, the week before? Or should we just wait and announce it during the week? Because then that means you would be announcing the artist, right? And then I would be announcing the collector. Because what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be alternating weekends. One weekend is focused strictly on the collector. The other weekend is strictly the artist. And so we're going to be integrating. That way we can really get to know both sides of that coin a little bit more. So I don't know, I guess whatever you think.
Yeah.
I guess we'll talk about it a bit more. But definitely hit up Yessie, you guys. If you think you have a collection that's worth showcasing, even it doesn't have to be a massive collection. It could be, specific pieces. It could be whatever it is that makes it unique. Definitely share that.
Exactly, because you
So,
may not have a massive collection, but it's an expensive collection because you're so focused on one thing. And I want to know it all.
yeah, well, yes, 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 we want to know it all. Oh, Effenberg says, tell us. So should we tell him what next week's guest
Uh,
is? It's you. You tell it.
should I tell you now or wait until the end? Keep the anticipation
Oh,
there.
good morning, team up. Okay, well, we do have another announcement too, because we also have a show in February that we're going to be talking about, and a show in March we're going to be talking about. So, Red asked, is it any kind of
It
collection?
will be any kind of collection as far as designer toys,
Like, are we talking
Funko,
coins or okay?
have a little bit of everything, I want to say. I don't want to just be one-sided because all collecting is part of your journey and a kind of form of who you are. And if you're following us and you know about us, you know that what it is that we do, what it is that we collect, what it is that we're interested in. So puppies, all the
Puppies.
puppies. I would love somebody who collects puppies. What are you
So
talking
cute.
about? Show me your puppies,
I
please.
collect tears. I love that one. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, yeah, if it's a noteworthy collection, then for sure share it with us. Okay. So, we got all of that out of the way. At the end of the show, we will have some announcements, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, we will now be sending the invite. Thank you for waiting patiently to our guest, Vanessa Ditullio, who uh, the comment threw me off. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Hey. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear me?
There you are.
Okay, cool. My
Oh,
face has words on it.
it does.
That's cool.
You have to tap somewhere up higher and then they disappear. So you'll see just one word at a time as opposed
Oh.
to the whole. Yeah, I had to figure that part out too.
Yeah, no, I suck at this. It's okay.
We're learning.
We'll just
Hey,
keep
you
the
connected.
words.
Yeah, you connected perfectly. So I guess we could start off with the introduction. Let people know who you is.
Yeah, I'm Vanessa Ditullio. I live in the Bay Area and I make designer toys and a lot of other things. But yeah, I love it. It's
I love
great.
it.
And
That's
thanks for having
exactly.
me on.
Yeah, of course. That's what we're excited for. And that's typically how the intros go. My name, I make toys. Nailed it. Now, although
Awesome.
I was saying your name wrong, I was saying it like the Mexican double L is like a Y. So I was saying Ditullio. It's Ditullio.
Yeah, we're from Italy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Butchered it. Sorry about
Nah,
that.
that's, it's just like I didn't know that that was a way that you could say it. So, from now on, maybe I'll change it up. Get some
We're just
people
gonna be spicy.
confused a little,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I love it. So
Yeah.
I guess we don't have much of like a set outline. I did go over kind of the three questions that we ask typically, and one of the first ones is what got you into art? Like what was the first moment where you recognized art is something that I love? Whether it
Oh,
was
yeah.
little or older.
Yeah. Art in general, like, my family is like full of artists. So like my mom growing up is a sculptor. She doesn't sculpt a lot nowadays, but like when growing up she'd sculpt these like crazy chicken wire sculptures. So like we'd have like a person coming out of the wall in the bathroom and like their hand is where we would hang our towel.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And then like when I was like 8, she built this giant like angel. Its eyes glowed and it was like 8 feet tall and it was staying in the corner of the living room. And at night when I was little, I'd wake up and I'm like, I have to go pee, and I'd walk and I'd see it and I go, I don't have to pee anymore, and I just go back to bed.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been the family. So Vanessa has the look of a great art teacher.
Oh
Is this one of my
yeah.
students?
No, it's
I
oh, that'd be amazing if you do get one of your students in here.
You never know.
No.
Some of them follow me. I'm like, is this? I don't know.
No, remember he at Decon, he was the person boothing next to me. Not behind me, but next to me, Red Guardian.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He helped me with my questions, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no. Rick also did.
Rick
I think
also
both
did.
of us, all three of us were
Thanks
just going
to
at it and talking about
everybody
it.
for
What was
help.
What's the name of that? Hold on. What was that key word? There was a word we learned, and it had to do with teens.
Oh Jesus, I don't know.
See, we were supposed to remember. I never wrote down the. It was very vital
But
to
it
fixing
all
something.
worked, like for
Oh,
my
good.
show coming up. Yeah,
Good.
I could
We're
talk
gonna
about that
it in a little
problem
bit.
later.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah,
back on track. Sorry.
yeah. Art, just growing up everywhere. You know, my grandfather, my mom. I was in like this thing called the Clayton Arts Academy in high school. It's like a half art academy, half normal high school.
Wow.
Wanted to be a vet. Got a job at a vet when I turned 18. That did not happen. Nope. Didn't know what to do. Took some ceramics classes in community college and ended up just going nuts. I went to CCA and I got my bachelor's in ceramics. And then, so now for the past 10 years, I'm a ceramics technician and instructor at the Berkeley Art Studio at UC Berkeley. So I do teach.
Yeah. See, he called it. I do have that face because I am a teacher of art.
Oh, I just give it away. I've got the face apparently.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I do teach and I love it. It's a lot of fun. So I teach you know, beginning to advanced pottery. Sculpture is one of the things that I do most. And so for a while there I was really sticking to fine arts. So like fine art, ceramic sculpture and stuff like that. And then I started seeing it's like a combination of like Greg Crayola Simpkins paintings. At the same time, I was seeing Chris Riniak and Amanda Louise Spade's work on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, what is this? Because like everyone in fine arts is like, you can't just make tchotchkes. Like I got that on a review once. They were like, even though it was like a life-size basset hound with like a hand pulling its eyelid down, like that's not a tchotchke, but they're like tchotchkes. You know, fast forward 12 years and I'm all tchotchkes.
the word of the day? Tchotchke.
Right.
I know, seriously.
That's great. Wait,
Make great
let's see.
money.
Vet. Oh yeah.
I'll grow up to be a vet or a funeral director. Business that can never die.
Unintended.
I know.
I'm sorry. I just like it's like right below my face, and I was like, "What is that?" It's funny.
He does that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just it's I love the style. I love how much everything differs in this community. It just like the styles are incredible and diverse, and the community I like. I love fine arts, don't get me wrong, and I'm still a part of it and I do it and I like showing, but the community is different. You know, I feel like the community is so much more accepting and helpful in designer toys and less critical. You know, of course they're gonna tell you the truth, which is really nice, especially when you're starting out. But it's just it feels better.
Yeah,
for sure. But of course I like doing both. So yeah, and so it's not hard to get sucked in.
yeah, absolutely. So you first discovered it about how many years ago? The designer toy world.
You know, I discovered it.
I felt like it was like the same time. We were kind of on the same. Was it around the same time?
Yeah. We had that show at Whoop Bear in San Francisco, and I want to say I started like a year or two prior to that.
Okay. So no, I started after you. You probably got like 5 years in the game then.
Yeah, and it basically it was like I saw Chris Radiak's work, and then I found out about DesignerCon, and then my mom and one of my besties, we flew to DesignerCon for a day, and went there, and I was like, I can do this, and it was amazing and inspiring, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, on the plane home, I was like filling out the application, and 3 months later I got in, which was amazing. I didn't think it would happen.
Yeah.
So, I've been showing there ever since. So it's been like 5,
Mhm.
6 years.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's great. And meeting so many cool people, made so many friends.
right? It's not just about the creating. It is definitely
No.
the community plays a huge part in it. And like you said, like even when you came over and we were just BSing, all of a sudden there's a problem. He has the same problem, and then now we're just like, wait a minute, hold on, and we
Yeah.
just bounce ideas. It's very welcoming. Anytime that there is an issue or anytime that there is like brainstorming sessions needed, that's what I appreciate about this community.
Yeah.
I definitely see that.
Yeah. Everyone is fantastic.
Yeah.
So you mentioned how
Absolutely.
you have your background in fine arts and now have found yourself in designer toys. Have you incorporated your designer toy learnings in your fine art teaching?
In some ways, definitely. So like, I'll basically it's still kind of like there's still somewhat of a line there because the studio that I teach at is like a very basic Cone 6 studio. And so there's not a ton of overlap possible, but what happens is a lot of like mold making knowledge ends up being spoken about in classes, or like if I have a student who is just like extremely interested in doing mold making themselves, then I can go over it with them. And it just depends on like what you're talking about. So like someone was talking about using silicone ice cube molds for ceramics, and I was like, we can do this. It is possible.
Oh
So
wow.
it's stuff like that. There's not like a ton of overlap, but it does a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That is pretty interesting to be able to incorporate it. Do you feel like it was an easy transition considering the texture of the type of clay you worked with before as opposed to, or still do actually,
Yeah.
to epoxy or?
um I it was like I knew how to make molds prior to it, and like but I'd never worked with polyurethane resin. So
Mm.
that was a whole new ball game. And I had never worked with silicone molds. It had always been oh my god, my brain. I haven't had enough coffee yet.
I didn't have any. I only got water.
What?
I know, that's what I said. Poor us.
Plaster molds. Thank you. Whew. So everything it's like a lot less forgiving when you work with plaster, and so in some ways it was like a lot easier, but then you work with like sprigs and 2-part and 3-part molds, and then you have to have like vents everywhere, and I was a little overwhelmed. Math makes me angry, so
I love it.
unfortunately, like whenever the math happens, my husband's like super you can do it, you've got this. I don't, you do it. And I get really angry. It's like the thing. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So it wasn't super hard, that transition. Sorry to get back to the question and not talk about math anymore.
We can hate
It
on
was
math all day.
and the sculpting was fine. So like, sometimes I still sculpt with water-based clay like you do in ceramics. But it'll be a lot more fine. It won't have as much grit in it, and so because you don't want those lumps in your mold, and you don't want to be like casting little lumps everywhere of stuff. So yeah, it's different. I've worked with like monster clay and stuff like that. Right now I'm working with Magic Sculpt. which is fun. I like it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard I have not transitioned. I stuck to epoxy, and so I've heard either you love it or you hate it because of the texture change.
The epoxy sculpt to magic sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I excuse me, permanently switched from
Yeah.
epoxy sculpt to magic sculpt. I ran out of magic sculpt one day, switched over to epoxy sculpt, got really mad and squished the piece, and then just like walked away for like 5 hours. I have problems.
I know. I'm the same way. One of my main things is if you didn't feel like throwing that piece off of the building, then you didn't really work. Like you weren't really challenging yourself.
Right.
So if it was smooth sailing, then what the fuck did you even do?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I'm looking for. I'm like, I don't do this in 5 minutes. It's nothing.
Well, can we say,
And then you come back.
can we say that epoxy sculpt is the medium that you despise, or is there something else?
Yes.
Right now, epoxy sculpt is the thing I hate the most.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's one of our questions is
Oh.
is like you would never ever so
If I had to, like if magic sculpt disappeared off the face of the planet, I couldn't get it anymore, I'd use
you prefer to do
it.
math than use the epoxy.
Yeah.
I take it.
I don't know how much math, but some math, yes. Yeah, some math.
Oh man. That's awesome. Okay, so we got a background or we got some insight on your background. Actively at this moment, what is it that's happening in your realm right now as far as
Yeah.
right, next week?
Yeah, next week. I know, I'm so excited. So basically, at Clutter Gallery in Beacon, New York, I have an opening next week. Is it Friday the 14th?
Friday the
Is that the 14th?
13th.
I can't.
It is the
Friday,
13th.
maybe it's the opening Saturday. Oh, I think the opening is Saturday then. Okay. I should know this. Basically, I am opening up it's my first solo toy show. Because I've been in a lot of group shows and they're amazing, and so I went to Clutter with this idea and I was really excited about it. And so it's a series that I really want to start working on, and so it's called Space Cadets. My husband thought the name was horrible, but I was like, no, sticking with it. Space Cadets.
Oh my gosh, I love puns.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I think the cheesiness is like it's a part of it. Mm-hmm. It's meant to be. Yes. Their shows are already on Saturdays. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Saturday, the 14th is my opening. Yeah, and so basically it's essentially I want to say there's like at least 20 pieces. And so I have a bunch of different size sculpts, a few watercolors, and then several cast pieces as well. And so it's all about these cats in space that essentially get stranded on a planet, and they have to basically figure out how to survive on this planet and get themselves out of a situation. It's like every Star Trek episode, essentially, but with cats.
With cats. A template made said perfect name.
Right. So they, so essentially it's almost like each piece is like a portrait of one of these space cadets. And so I tried to stick as many breeds in there as possible. So you've just got like domestic short hair and Scottish fold.
Oh my god.
I've got Simon. What was that?
Sphinx?
Okay, so my show was delayed, and it's missing the Sphinx because it was one of the hardest pieces I made, and he needed like a prop to stand up because he was on a jetpack.
Oh, dang.
And so if eventually I'm gonna finish it, but I ended up getting the stomach flu the last week I was working on the show, and so my pieces were delayed getting there. I feel bad for like everyone at Clutter. They had like 3 different flus on their side as well, and like a lung infection. I felt so bad for them. So like they were receiving the items on time. They couldn't catch up with like the late shipment because of the stomach flu. So that's why it's been postponed. So I am missing the Sphinx.
Does that mean the Sphinx is nearby?
Oh. Yeah. I'm like, sorry. I'm like, wait, where did I put it? Because we.
Well, yes, did you already ask her?
I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure while we're up in case you had to go grab it. The other piece.
Oh, my husband's got it. Thanks, babe.
Is he listening?
He's like listening
Hi,
in the other
husband.
room.
Hi, husband.
You hear that?
Hi, Mr. Ditullio.
Oh no, I kept my last name.
Oh.
That's.
I mean, he's still Mr. Ditullio.
he's probably giving the side eye in the background now. Like, what?
No. No, he's great. My grandmother, we've been married for 10 years, and my grandmother still calls me Mrs. Siebert.
Aww.
And that's his last name?
Yeah. She's like,
she's old
you don't
school.
keep your last name.
Yeah, that's so cute. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me just take. I have like glue tack on the eyes because I primed him. That's as far as I got.
Oh, but I'm sure he's gorgeous. Oh, excited. Look at that. And they're
So here's
big.
the deal.
All of the pieces, right?
What was that?
All the pieces are pretty large scale,
yes.
right?
So this guy, so he's like the medium size, and then I basically have. Did I look like the Blair Witch running after?
No, Vanessa looks like Blair Witch running after a toy.
There was no snot. You're fine. You were clear.
No, yeah, you're fine. We weren't licking our nostrils.
I love horror movies sometimes. It's just like. Oh my god, you guys are great. That was amazing. So these are the medium-sized ones, and they're all Kid Robot dentist.
Wow.
Okay.
So like you can see, like I really still needed a base and a jetpack and everything, and I could not finish. Eventually I will finish him, and I'll just probably put him up in my shop when I get my shop going again. But I do love him. I love how serious he looks.
All the details.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Incredible.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and so I have. Oh no! Don't be sorry. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was so funny. And then I've got a bunch of like 3-inch ones, and I try and keep my price ranges as diverse as possible. I'm one of the, like, that's what's really important to me, and that's one of the things I'm not a huge fan of, like, the fine art world for. It's like everything, I feel like everything is out of price range for people like me, just like working class,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things that I try and I don't want to like undersell myself,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time I'm like specifically trying to make work that everyone could own.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I can't own everything that I want at all, which is also a problem. But it's important to me that like I make things for everyone if I can.
Yeah.
Not that a lot of the stuff in the fine art world isn't worth that much. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's just like, it's not easy to it's just like not everything is available. So, but yeah, so that's why I have some little guys. I also have some space mice available. So I sculpted a few space mice, and they were actually cast. They were actually cast. Oh my god. I want the golden egg now.
No.
Now, Father.
Turn it, you Dude, I could quote that movie all day.
Right, I know.
Welcome back, everybody.
Right. Dude, this dude's on a roll. He's like, I'm so sorry. I have another one though. Oh, so good.
I'm crying.
I forgot what I was talking about.
About hugging all the toys to yourself.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. Oh, what about any mice?
Mice. That's right. And so,
thank you, Sandy.
I think these mice are gonna be about 20, and they're cast by my husband, so they're really cool colors.
Oh, nice.
And I sculpted the originals. They're basically like little tiny mice Godzillas.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have any nearby to show? We can look.
We're doing it
Show
again.
next week. Let's go! This time we need to see nostrils.
We should.
Flaring.
Hey.
I can see your thoughts.
Oh my gosh.
Because
My
we're all up
thoughts.
in your ear.
Oh my gosh, look at those. These are so cute.
Can you see his little mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, it's blurry. He's got little teeth in
With the
there.
side snarl.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
does. He's like,
And they're kind of chunky. They look
Yeah.
like honestly, it's yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, he's like,
oh,
that's Totoro.
Totoro. Oh, where are you going?
So it's sort of like a space mouse Godzilla Demogorgon slug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you need,
yeah,
what
so
are they called?
space mice.
It's not very pretty though.
I was
It's
just going
not,
to ask
I
you what the name of the
know,
planet
no.
was. Was it like some sort of dog name or something?
Oh.
No, there's no name for it yet. It's I basically wrote up it's like it's not a bio, but it's like an intro to the show. Well, my intro to the show is basically a captain's log.
Nice.
Oh, I love it.
And so the planet has like a very specific like alphabetized numeric name. They come from Planet Bob. Yeah, it was random.
He said it.
Yeah. And I can't remember what I wrote, but it was really fun to write it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're all wearing like different types of armor. Some of them have accessories. Some of them are inspired by other films. Like I have a set of 2 pieces inspired by Alien. And it's hard not to see that once you see them, but I really can't show you the finished pieces. I know. I'm sorry.
Next
I'm not
weekend.
supposed to. Next weekend. Clutter. Yeah.
And
Yep.
they usually go online like midday, right?
Yeah, there's
Well,
like a
for us.
preview. Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you're not signed up for the preview, go and sign up for previews and then they'll send it to you.
Yeah. And you could see.
Yeah.
I'm trying
exciting
to get.
though.
Yeah.
I really want to show you, but I
can't.
Yeah.
So,
We'll wait.
Anticipation.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite piece
Yeah,
that you
definitely.
made that you can talk about?
A favorite piece. Yeah, so my favorite piece is the biggest piece because there are two large breeds of cats that I did. Preview is at 2. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
These people know more about the show than I do, and it's my show. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's basically a giant Maine Coon. So earlier I was talking about how I have 3-inch pieces, space mice, the medium-sized pieces. Well, I have 2 really large pieces. One is an exotic short hair, so he's got the squish face.
Oh.
And then one is, the Maine Coon is my favorite. They're massive. They might be like twice as big as the piece I showed you just now. Because instead of a dunny, like a small 5-inch dunny, I want to say it is, it's one of the large monies that I chopped up and altered. Yeah, so it's pretty big and fantastic. My paint job on it was a little bit more simple than everything else, but it's nice and clean and it looks good.
It brought everything together well.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's the boss.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. I wish I could be there in person. That would be a blast.
That would be.
But opposite coast.
Next solo show. Maybe one on this side.
Yes.
So everybody that doesn't know, she's on the West Coast with me. There's not many of us, but we're here.
Yes. Yeah. Bay Area.
Mm-hmm. What? So I think we're like, there's just a few of us here, right? Because it's me, you, Big C. Trying to think who else. Oh, Night Owl moved this way too.
Yeah. Victoria.
Victoria, I thought she's not here anymore. I thought she moved.
What?
Didn't she move? Yeah. I thought she moved.
I did not know
she was moving. I'm going to talk to her in a minute.
Okay, yeah. I'll
she was planning it. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I'm like, we need to check in with her.
Right.
So, apart from clutter, what else is in the works for you? What else are you having any more drops? Do you do commissions? Let everybody know if there's anything else coming up.
Right now I don't have any drops or commissions coming up because I have a wrist surgery coming up in February.
Oh, wow.
And so I basically am just taking a little bit of a break so I'm not in a lot of pain, and then I'm going to have the wrist surgery, and then I'll be out of commission for like another month after that. But then I'll be like twice as good. So
is this for carpal tunnel surgery?
This is, so I've had a few surgeries. This one is for, it's like tendonitis of the thumb area.
Oh, yeah, trigger thumb?
I have all of my fingers have trigger finger.
Oh,
yeah.
My gosh.
But this is for, the name is just crazy, and I'm going to butcher it. But yeah, so it'll be good. They're going to just like go in, cut this little sheath holding my tendons to let them be free, and then I can use it. Hey. Yeah, no, it's a good thing. I've been waiting for this, so.
Okay.
Yeah, usually what I do is I have to, like, if I have a show coming up, I have to sculpt, and then before bed, I'm on like ibuprofen all the time, and I have to like ice it. And then the next day I just do the same thing over again. So all figures are trigger fingers.
You're gangster. The fingers are the triggers. They're not on the triggers. Oh, Skidoo, you do too? Oh my gosh, I feel for you guys. I just have it in the thumbs, but
yeah,
nothing extreme. Like I could feel it a little bit especially when I Dremel too long. Like
yesterday,
I was Dremeling a piece that is a nightmare to Dremel. Yeah, so I still feel it today. But
Yeah.
for you've been doing the ceramics, and is it just that much pressure? Is it like what causes the triggering in all the fingers? Because I thought it was maybe just the way that I'm holding, or
it's a combination. It happens when it's happening with repetitive motion. So the more I do something, oh, my fingers are deformed. Oh, I'm sorry.
I love skidoots. I'm glad that you're home, girl. She is an amazing artist in the scene. I have one of her pieces, not right here, but
Oh.
she's so, I don't even think I noticed. And I'm wondering how, if you've got the trigger fingers, how you're working with the drum. Like, that's got to be so difficult to be.
Yeah, so basically, like, I just kind of power through it. All my hands are kind of swollen a lot. My stepdad calls them 5-pound meat patties, like the 5 sausage links.
Oh, shit.
That's what my stepdad says.
But doesn't it cause more damage? Okay, keep going, sorry.
Yeah, no, it totally does. Honestly, like, I shouldn't be doing it a lot, and so I do try and take breaks. What? My husband yelled from the other room, not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough breaks.
I mean, that's just an artist thing. Nobody ever takes a lot of breaks, it seems like.
Right. Like, I just gotta power through. I just have to power through it. And so that's what I do. And then after I do decon and working on the glitter show, then I was like, oh, I get a break now. And so now I'm on a break, and it's great. And then after surgery it'll be even better. So, but yeah, I do just have to power through things sometimes.
Oh man.
Take off my rings and ice it and take ibuprofen, and then a lot of times it, like, the sculpting makes it bad, or like kneading the magic sculpt. Oh, kneading it sucks. Or the airbrushing when I'm sitting there and you're just like this whole time.
A trigger. I have one that's like a gun.
Oh.
Instead of the top, it's for that reason, because I can't do the top.
Oh, I need a new one anyway, so I'll look into that.
See, there you go. Yeah, that'll save a lot, because you're just holding. It's more ergonomic.
Yeah, I'm all
sure. Yeah. Oh, I hate it. And then you have to put a little more pressure if you want more. For mine, anyways, it's like, ow.
I get a little blister on the I get really intense when I airbrush.
Yeah.
And I'm like this the whole time, and then at the end I'm like, oh, I did work today though.
Seriously, right? Because then it's like, okay, well, I don't know. For the breaks, I do feel you do need to probably, like, maybe make it to where it's more like in the forefront, right? Like, you're going to be more cognizant of, okay, maybe even if it's timed to walk into the stretch. That's one of the things too. Or like, if I have to go wash them,
more drive-bys.
More drive-bys with the kids.
Oh my god.
Drive-bys would definitely give you a break.
They would.
Well,
Yeah. Though I'm Italian, my drive-bys are on a Vespa with a cup of espresso.
Oh, so cute.
I'm all, ciao.
Zipping by.
Exactly.
a little
That's all. There's a pizza on the back of the bike. That's all I need in life. Italian Greyhound in the little basket up front.
Oh,
good
cute.
to go.
With his own little goggles.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Doggles.
Mm-hmm. Doggles? Ah, you're so funny.
No, they're called. I'm pretty sure they're called doggles.
Well, what do the cats wear? Coggles?
That sounds. I don't know about that.
Is that a real word? Oh my gosh. I hope it's a real gross word.
I
A
don't
bad
know.
word.
I hope it is.
I need to know what it does. What does a coggle do?
I don't know. It just sounds
Is
a
it
lot
an
like
action
Kegels.
or a part?
Wait, did you say
Okay.
Yeah.
puggle?
It does, kind of.
That's okay.
No,
Mm-mm.
Kegels.
Oh my god. That is my new gangster name. Cappuccino.
Oh my god.
This guy's
Oh my god.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Don't you guys like your first day back?
No, actually, Vanessa,
Yeah.
this is exactly how it goes. We have 3
Nice.
set questions that I told you about, and then the rest of it is this.
Nice.
We talk
Nice.
about aliens. We talk about ghosts.
Yes. So
Oh.
Good morning, ghosts.
Oh.
going back to
Speaking
our
of ghosts,
questions, what do you do when you're working? What do you listen to? Watch? Do you have a whole script in your
Oh yeah.
head
When I'm
that
working.
you're currently working on that nobody else knows?
No, when I'm working, it's either at my dining room table, sculpting anyways, or on my couch, and I'm either listening to 90s pop music
I love it.
or like my Alanis Morissette Pandora station.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I did not picture you for that at all, for either.
Oh,
I can see
yes.
it as
Oh,
a
yeah.
teacher, as an art teacher. Oh yeah, Alanis Morissette gives that vibe.
Yeah.
So
But like
true.
90s music in general, like I'll like if Limp Bizkit comes on, I'll just start. Yeah, it's great. That type of thing. But a lot of times I'll have reruns on of a show that I like, so it's usually Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Oh my gosh, I love it.
the X-Files,
Okay.
Gilmore Girls,
Gilmore
I
Girls.
love it.
Supernatural, or Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, all the good shows. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do I have? Yeah, that's about those are my
Spirit
go-tos.
animal over there. You're my
Wait, what?
spirit animal.
Oh, I'm like, is my cat back here? Like,
how many?
Yeah,
How many? And you have a wide variety of pets too. How many pets do you have?
yeah. So I have
Sorry, the
right now.
transition is from Yessie saying you're her spirit animal, and we always talk about Yessie having a million cats, and so then I started tallying how many animals you have.
Can you?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Sadie.
what do you want? Let me sleep.
So I have that's my dog. But I currently have another dog that I found 3 months ago, and her name is Millie. She's a border collie. She's in the bedroom right now. She's not great with my cats, and so we're trying to get her used to them. And then I have 2 cats. I have a bearded dragon named Snowball, a leopard gecko named Petrie Jellybean. I have a rabbit whom I do love but never wanted. He's an asshole. Excuse my language.
I didn't know rabbits could be assholes.
Oh no, you don't even know. He hits and growls. Like, I didn't know that rabbits do that. When he growls, he sounds like he is oink growling like a dog. Like, he growls with an oink.
No
It's
way.
awful. And he smacks you at the same time. And he's only 2 pounds, but he's intimidating.
Smacks you around? What is he? A baby kangaroo?
I don't know, man.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
nuts. And 2 fish tanks. Oh, and a baby regal jumping spider.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have a jumping spider, you guys.
You do?
I found him in my house. He got in my house somewhere.
They're cute. Yeah. We lost the first one. He's a free range spider now.
Free range.
Somewhere in the house. I'm sure he's living his best life, you know. Yeah, that's everybody.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
Full
a lot.
house. Yeah.
It's a full
I
house.
imagine.
Yeah,
Do they
it's
have
not a
their
big
own
house.
space or?
Yeah, we're in the Bay Area.
I mean, like the reptiles have like massive tanks. The cats have like free roam of everything. So does the dog. Millie, the other dog right now, she's in the bedroom, and then we switch her out with the cats during the day sometimes. And she gets out and about a lot. So like I'll take her to the park with my other dog and on walks and get her energy out. The fish have to stay in their tanks though, or they'll die. Sorry, that was really dumb.
I was trying to
you
I did
asked.
ask.
or they'll die.
The rabbit, he has a hutch, but his hutch opens up, and he basically has like this 4x6 area that I keep like carpeted for him because he won't walk on our hardwood floors.
He's a pre-Madonna, that one, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
I will
yeah.
not walk on this cold floor. It
He's-
needs to be heated.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if I give him a treat, it's like shoot and ask questions later. So he'll smack a growl at me and then realize that I have the treat and then take it. And then he bunny
And he's
stomps
like,
away from me.
all right, human, I will take your offering.
Yeah. Yeah. But the bunny stomps, I read, it's like the middle finger in rabbit language. And I'm like, but I gave you a banana.
He's like,
Yeah.
fine, I take it back. I will accept your offerings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like fine, I'll take this banana.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's really rude.
Very rude.
That was-
Uncalled for.
Yeah. That's my busy household. And then my husband.
No quirk there.
he's on a level all his own.
Just a stomp.
Oh, right now I have the work fish.
There's a
Forgot about the
workfish?
work
What's a
fish.
workfish?
Yeah. With the studio, my coworker and I decided that we needed a fish in the office. And but the studio is shut down because we're on UC Berkeley schedule. So right now UC Berkeley's closed, and so we don't go in the office. And so we alternate vacations with the fish. And so right now I have the work fish. It's like a classroom pet.
Yeah.
I almost killed him, but he's fine now. I was
my
like,
God.
don't die with me.
Oh my gosh.
He's good.
How did he? What happened? You took
My
him out?
house is too cold, so I had to give him a second heater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was like, not with me, dude.
We had a beta at one point. I do better with. I was originally a cat person until I developed allergies, couldn't have anymore. So now I'm a dog person. But then I've never done fish or reptiles. And we had a beta, and I realized that they like. Well, you know how they get aggressive with each other.
Yeah.
We would set up a mirror, and I almost forgot about him, and I thought he was gonna die. He just reminded me. I had PTSD because I forgot about the mirror. And so he was fighting, like hyper stressed for like a really long day.
Wow.
Fish are
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
how.
the workfish is a beta too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So put a mirror out, and then he'll flare up.
Yeah.
All his little gills, but don't do it too long.
You know what? It's
Don't do what I did.
cool. He does that at the shrimp, and then I'm pretty sure he eats some of the shrimp too, so it's fine. There's shrimp in
He's stretching.
there. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Very savage.
Yeah. We're busy here. But you know what? Like a lot of that, like they inspire me. You know, like most of my work is animal related, and no matter what kind of art I'm doing, and so it's just like my cat just opened up the cabinet. Sorry.
Oh, I love it.
He's like,
It's like, where are the snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you hiding them in here somewhere.
Yeah. No, they're amazing, you know, and I just like I look like a crazy person sometimes because I just watch them. Like I just sit here and drink coffee and watch them.
Yeah.
You know,
Wonder
that's all
what
I
they're
need.
If you
thinking, and
Right.
if you really
I do the
think
same thing
about
too.
it, don't you do the same thing if you're sitting at like a cafe or Starbucks? You're sitting there watching people. Same difference,
Oh yeah,
except animals can be
yeah,
more entertaining than people.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and in positive ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
goodness,
it's like,
Priscilla, are you in front of your backyard? That's gorgeous.
that's my patio. That's my studio right there. That little space is where I sand and Dremel and everything. My patio. So
Nice.
us in the Bay Area have little places. So this is my space. I'm at my desk right now. But my shower curtains are drawn. They call them my shower curtains because they're curtains that were hanging. It was a whole long story. So now we look at nature.
Hi, Auntie
Aw.
Chrissy.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, Auntie.
So we were talking earlier about the new aspect that we're going to be introducing, showing the collecting side, and I wanted to see if you wanted to share any part of your personal collection.
Yeah. So, I'll just do like I have a large collection, like a lot of stuff from like friends in the designer toy world. So, I am just gonna do the guys behind me and then some designer toys. Because these guys aren't designer toys, but I want to mix it in. So these are my gremlins. Oh my god, I love these guys so much.
They're gorgeous.
I did buy him at
He is
Designer Con.
gorgeous.
'Cause, you know, they have like a lot of different stuff there. And then this little guy, I got him for my birthday one year. Oh my god, I like Gizmo. Like, how do
How do you
you
not?
Look at
like? I
How
love
do you
him.
not? It's Gizmo.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like look at his
Look at his
face.
face.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed, absolutely obsessed.
Wait,
Okay, let's see.
didn't you sculpt what was it? A Yoda, I think, right? Was it a baby Yoda?
Yeah, so when Mandalorian first came out, everyone wanted a doll, and I really wanted a doll. And so I made myself a baby Yoda doll. It was the first time I learned how to rotocast.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just gonna paint a picture for you guys. It was too cold in my garage, and so I'm in my very small bathroom
Oh my god.
with a respirator
Yes.
and eye protection in boxer shorts and a t-shirt with gloves on. Under me are doggy pee pads for the resin, and I am legit squatting with the heaviest silicone mold I have ever made.
Oh my gosh.
And rotocasting this baby Yoda Grogu head.
Oh.
And I'm like, I feel like I looked like an ape, like playing with it. I don't even know, like a bunch of coconuts. I don't even know, but it was just like absolutely ridiculous. But like I made two. Both of them have gone to people. But it is on my Instagram if you like scroll way back.
It was gorgeous.
But I do.
You guys. Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
I do love them. Okay, how do I change my camera angle?
There should be buttons. You see like
Yeah.
a microphone,
The swap?
camera. Yeah, the arrows.
Hey. Okay. So this is under the TV. Oh, wedding photos.
Cute.
Yep.
Aww. Mr. Ditullio.
So I've got some Amanda Louise Spade guys. Some Flat Bonnie going on.
Oh.
I know I had to get the Pennywise one.
I love anything clown related.
I like Mutts. I'm a huge fan of Mutts. But then I also am a huge fan of NECA.
Of
And again, more
course.
Gremlins.
Super cute.
I'm also a big fan of horror, unless it's Chucky.
Why not Chucky?
I can't do Chucky ever since I was a child. It's a
It's-
problem. The last Chucky nightmare I've had. Here, let's go over here. Oh, more wedding photos.
Oh.
Okay. The last dream I had of Chucky was like 6 months ago. And he still traps me in my toy box.
Oh shit.
So I got some Big C. Oh no, not Big. Oh my God, so sorry.
CZ.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was when he had a show at Woot Bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was able to grab like the last cookie. So I got a bunch of Victoria's pieces with my Legos. Yeah, I like Legos. These guys, oh my God, I love these so much.
They're so cute.
And then like different types of art. So like my cousin made these. Did you guys see the Pixar short? Oh yeah, this Pixar short. Come on, you guys, are you kidding me?
I want to see too.
They're
Oh. No.
Yeah. It's like you open up a cabinet that they don't have access to ever, and they're
Like,
like,
this is
oh
my space now.
God. This is
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah.
He is the
Yep.
captain.
yeah.
Yeah, he is the
That's
captain.
Pinkerton.
What is his name?
This is ridiculous, Pinky.
Oh,
And then I'm trying to get your face out of there. And then some of these little guys down here. So I do have a collection going. I also have collectibles and stuff, especially for like drawing
Oh, that's
classes and
cool.
stuff.
so awesome.
So that's one of my pieces. Here, I'll show you guys.
Yes.
that. No,
Show us.
we're done.
That's not the
We're done with
Chihuahua,
this.
is it?
Yeah. Here.
So I tried doing a skull of a cat, and that is not easy. Oh my gosh, look at this. The photos don't do it justice. You can see all the details are reflecting and everything.
I know,
so
the
pretty.
light. Yeah, so
Mhm.
this is the second rotocast one that I did. And so this is my candy applehead chihuahua.
So you were monkeying around when you were working on this one too.
You know, my chihuahua was like, I was sitting on the couch when I was sculpting the original. My chihuahua he had cancer. And so I was just spending all of my time with him and sculpting him and just having fun, and he was chilling and I was chilling, and so it's a good memory.
Yeah.
I do want to make more of them because I really enjoy this type of work.
It kind of almost looks like blown glass, too.
It does. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Look at that.
The resin I was using cures a lot faster than the resin you're supposed to use, but that's what I had.
Yeah,
and I
no,
wanted to use
it's
it.
beautiful.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, usually it just goes. And then you see the little drips.
Yeah. How many tries did it take for you to figure out the rotocasting? Like, did you go through a lot of them?
Yeah, so here, let me flip. So the rotocasting, the first time I did it was the giant Baby Yoda, so that was really tough. And I want to say I did his hands first, and I want to say maybe 9 tries
Wow.
to get a good cast. And then like understand what I was doing wrong.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right there, perfect.
And then I also tried that foam that expands, the expanding foam, and that was nuts. So not 9 times, but it's also, it depends on the piece too, because you really just don't know what to fill up and how long to leave it when you're turning it. And then it depends on the resin. And so I honestly
Is 9 tries a lot when you're learning something, especially if it's like for a big piece like you were talking about with the Baby Yoda, or is that a little bit of time? Like, oh wow, you only got it in 9 tries? I thought it would have taken you longer.
Yeah, I think for me 9 tries, it's like my learning curve is different for when I'm like sculpting or drawing something, because I have a lot of styles. I can do realism and stuff like that. Certain things come easier to me than others. That's just like everybody else, right? Like math angers me, but like art, I can catch it quickly, you know? So like I feel like 9 tries was a lot, but it
Okay.
also just depends on what you're doing, I guess. It's
Yeah.
all subjective. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you
does.
guys tried it? How many
Well, I feel
times?
like 9 sounds like a lot, right? If you're thinking about like when you're casting your regular stuff.
Yeah.
But then if you're talking about roto casting, it's like, oh damn, it's gonna take me 9 tries. So it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
Is how
Yeah.
I feel.
Have you guys rotocast before?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. I was like, is 9
No,
tries
I
like
meant it
extreme?
more because
That's so over the top. I got it like the first time.
Yeah.
I was really curious because I know for big pieces things can take longer, and especially since it was your first try, just to gauge how you felt about it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was also like, I think I was also being more picky because I wanted it, because the Baby Yoda, his head, I wanted to be hollow, which is why I rotocast it. So it would be light because he had a plush body. So I made him a teddy bear body. So that he was more like a doll instead of just like a solid figure that you just put on a shelf. And so there were certain tries where partially it was like I got it and I understood it, but I wanted it to be better. So like I didn't want the ears to be solid because it was too heavy. So then I had to figure out how to get around filling the ears up. It was that type of thing.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like it would take quite an effort.
Yeah.
So it seems like with all that it entailed, I think 9 would probably be. I don't think that's excessive. I mean, I think to us it's like, okay, we should have got it sooner.
That's how I'm thinking about
Right.
it, because it was large scale. I'm like, 9 tries, really? Like, that sounds amazing. Like,
yeah. But that was for the head though, you know, like the hands. Like I've got like 30 Baby Yoda hands in my room right
can
now.
you make them into like a back scratcher?
I don't know I'm one of those people. That's creepy, but yeah. Like little green baby hands. Yeah. I'll send you one. Yes, you want one for Christmas? When's your birthday?
It just passed, so you're right on time.
I'll take a belated birthday gift.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm one of those people where like it's plastic, you know, and I'm fully aware like what I'm doing isn't totally necessary, and it's like when you cast you have excess plastic and I don't know what to do with it. Hence the 30 Baby Yoda hands sitting in my room. Back scratchers. That's the way to go.
You can make them for
now
the cats.
Where's your Yoda skin mask? This dude! Oh my god. All the horror references. This is amazing.
He mentioned earlier that he's a big Gremlins fan, so of course, you know, the horror is up his alley.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Awesome. Okay, we have one more question, and then I think that we
covered
everything. Yeah,
we've covered a lot.
We're already over. I didn't realize that we have. We really have. It's been fun having you on.
Thanks. Yeah, usually I run off on tangents, so I'm surprised that you're like, we've covered most of it. I'm like,
yeah. I think that's usually kind of how it goes. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we were gonna.
It just flows. It flows.
So it does.
I like that.
On your Vespa with your coffee.
Ciao.
I need caffeine. Okay, so the last question is, if you were stuck and deserted on an island in the
A
middle of
magical
nowhere,
island.
you have a magical island, sorry. Yes, it's magical. And so it will always supply a certain food type. It could be a specific food or a food group. What would it be? And what would be the medium of choice for arting on the island?
Oh, food and a
Art,
medium.
medium. If you wanted to sit there, rotocasting your heart away, or if you wanted to have a potter's wheel or whatever, because it's magical. Apparently,
Yeah.
the coconut trees, yeah, it would make it electric. Yeah, something like that. Coconut juice.
Self-hardening food safe clay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. And
It's tough.
crap.
I think I change my mind every time.
Do you?
Yeah. Because I remember being like, yeah, watermelon, but no, I don't think so.
Wait,
And
that's
yeah, fun. No, I don't
so
know.
specific. Watermelon?
I could totally live off of watermelon, yeah. And I could live off of jackfruit too. I could live
I'm
off
gonna
of
say
fruit.
I'm gonna say pasta because you can change it up.
That's true.
Yeah. Because you could have like a cold pasta salad, or you could be like, no, pesto's happening tonight.
Yeah.
You know, or lasagna technically is pasta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with pasta.
What kind of pasta dessert is there? If you could switch it up,
Pasta dessert.
like what would you have that's sweet?
Why don't you just fill like lasagna strips with like Nutella or something?
With like Nutella.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
See, spirit animals.
Yeah. That was amazing. I feel this connection.
It started at decon.
You know? It did. It did. I don't know. I feel like what you could do is you get,
Or you
I don't
can
even
make
know.
it like
Never
a
mind.
s'mores lasagna.
You could. I was thinking the more like Italian pastry way, so you could put like ricotta with some orange zest, like some candied orange in it with a little bit of honey in the lasagna, and it, yeah.
What
But you
kind
could
of
do too, half
Okay.
Nutella
Half and
and half, yeah.
orangey?
Or you can use like the
Zesty.
giant shells
Yeah.
where it's just
I
a
dig
one
it.
bite type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah. I feel like Nutella and then orange.
sorry,
And then
that's the
Nutella.
noise it makes. Yeah, that sounds really good,
Oh
actually.
my gosh.
I'm losing my voice. I'm like salivating.
Sorry,
Oh my
we made you
gosh.
hungry. Sorry.
Yeah. So one of the last things before we close out and let you go, or I guess I don't know if we should announce it and then let you announce anything else or anything that's happening through the year. I guess we could do that first. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Out after surgery, do you have any plans for anything else? Or I guess where, apart from clutter, can people get your work?
Yeah, so one thing that after my surgery I really want to work on is I'm gonna change up my work a little bit. So like if you've seen me at Decon, you've seen like my espresso beans and coffee beans and my dinosaurs and stuff like that. But my goal for this year is, and of course like Space Cat Dad's like, that's my style all the way, but I also dabble in a lot of other styles, and something that I want to do, and I've sort of been inspired by Collis in that way, because like he's amazing and like his stuff isn't like anyone else's. And he releases like semi-small quantities at a time, and like I think I've always had a fear of selling largely priced work at minimal quantities because I'm not well known. And so I try and produce all of this like really small cute stuff not only because I love it, but maybe for a little bit of a safety reason. And so I think I'm trying to, this year I want to step out of that and then really bring in some of my fine art sculpting qualities. Because my fine arts, if you look at like my fine art website, which I'll tell you in a second, it's very rough and you can really see how I work and like the motion of the clay, and I really want to bring that into my designer toys.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
yeah, this year I definitely want to change it up and maybe communicate with some galleries about another show. So we'll see.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited to see it. And
Yeah.
to see that transition too, because I love seeing the cadets. And I think you had made like a one or a few before the show, right? So
Yeah, so Clutter had invited me pandemic to do one of those like Dunny shows, the annual Dunny shows that they have in New York for 5 Points. And so they sent me one and it was a rabbit. And so like I loved that rabbit so much, and then I was like, okay, I just have to do more of these.
yeah,
So that's something that I'm going to continue. I just like I can take that so far, you know, and I'm like, every time I do a cat, I'm like, I got to do a dog next. And then I'm like, no, it's called Space Cat Cadets.
yeah.
Do a dog later, you know. So I really am gonna go all
We
out.
can,
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
can always
That's gonna be
make the
very
dog
exciting.
the villain.
No.
Okay. They are.
Dogs are awesome.
Dogs are awesome.
Sorry.
They're so
Sorry.
fluffy, and they're just sweet.
I'm sorry.
No, but
How
like,
dare you,
well,
Yessie?
no, it's a misunderstood villain. Yeah, no, I like where you're going, because it's like they don't, they don't like each other. They see each other, and then they turn
Yeah.
into best friends, and now they're both trying to defeat the slug mouse eater or something,
Yeah.
like another third.
Yeah, but then you can introduce the
Oh
asshole
my
bunny.
God, come on. Dogstronauts.
Yes!
Dogstronauts.
Oh my gosh, see?
I don't know who you
I
are,
love
but
it.
I might
Team up.
use that.
Yes.
Can I
That's a good idea.
use
Team
that?
up.
Dogstronauts.
I love it. See?
Yeah. Oh my God,
And then the
that's
cat
amazing.
deads and the dogstronauts
Yep.
have a
Yep.
shootout.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, I love it. And then the crazy rabbit. He could be the villain.
Yes. Yeah. Because he's so small, so he'll be in this little bubble, and the bubble just levitates. That's happening. Yep.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, he said you can use it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, my stuff. So I do have 2 websites. My brand is Fennec, and so I have fennectoys.com. It's FENNE. I'm gonna comment it because I can.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Fennec Toys.
Have you ever had a fennec fox as a pet, or is it just
No, I've met one.
a...
2.
Oh my
I've met
gosh.
2. And then my fine art site is fennecarts.com. There you go. So I do have a shop. It's not open right now because I don't have anything prepared or anything, and I'm about to have surgery in a month. So after that, I'm hoping to get stuff into it. No, I met 2 fennec foxes once, and their names were Mulder and Scully.
Oh,
X-Files.
oh my gosh, that was perfect. It was meant.
So cute.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
It was so meant to be. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last bit before we let you go, we had an announcement. Oh wait, Yessie, are we going to announce the collector part 2?
Yeah,
We have
so
2
I will
announcements.
go ahead and announce the collector
So-
for next week that's going to be on. It's going to be Big C.
Big
Nice.
C. Yes. Oh my gosh, I've seen his collection in
We
person,
are-
and it's insane.
We
So
already
you guys do not
talked
wanna
about
miss
it. He
So awesome.
can't wait to be the biggest collection and for everybody to be like, well, I can't trump Big C, but
Oh my gosh, that sounds like him too. Rubbing it in everybody's face.
That's
This
awesome.
guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, then the second announcement, which the person just thumbs up in the box, we have a show. Well, not we, I should say. We, Yessie and I, will be hosting a show for Cardi Artist next month. So I believe he will be announcing the artist today, this evening, possibly after the show. But yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be for an amazing cause, and we're hoping to fundraise for heart. Oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher it. It's Heart Disease Awareness Month or Heart Health Awareness Month. Cardi, save me. But it's for an amazing cause, and it's a lot of artists coming together. I believe he said he had about 20. So next month.
That's
We're
awesome.
excited. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. And I hope everything goes well with surgery. I hope you get to relax and really relax. Thank you for spending your morning with us.
Thank you. You sound like my husband for a second. To really relax.
Yes, that's why I'm like, I know. Yeah,
Never.
relax, and then I don't. Yessie too. She's like, stop now. I'm like, okay, what am I doing?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on, you guys. This is really fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Anytime. And Saturday, you guys. Saturday next week. Make sure you're on that preview list. Make sure you catch it, because I'm sure these pieces are going to sell out quickly. So make sure you catch it.
Yeah. Space Cadets. Cadets. Cadets.
And Dogs
Clutter Gallery.
Yes.
Dogstronauts. Thank you.
Yes, that was awesome. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.